Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And now the big boys in the league know when MP says he's coming for you, he means it. And whenever they've had a tough opponent in front of them, they've raised their level. So they are sending a message, and boy, has it been heard.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday out there with MP, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. Hartenstein with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Dort. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to MP. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And Dort making his impact, and that's the end we expected from defensively.
Outside Holiday. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by MP.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Pass to Holmgren. To the paint. Wants to get it over to Dort, and does. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way up.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Porzingis finds Brown. To the middle. Here's MP. It's good.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Rockets delivered quite a performance. He scored 46 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Just a fantastic night for him. The guy he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Clock at 6. Tries again. Pass to Holmgren. There's the 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
That one goes in. MP's got 6.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
On the court right now for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. MP out there with Holiday, and it's Porzingis in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Here's Joe. Good defense by MP.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go.
Oh!
Goodness. A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Thunder trailing by 13. From past the arc. Joe can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Celtics leading by 13. Holiday finds Brown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Williams. Celtics also with a sub. Cade is checked in. The 3 from MP. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. What a tremendous game he played against New York. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
SGA with some good movement, creating an easy opportunity for a teammate.
MP with it. Dort covering. Dort against MP. A floater. The shot comes out. Nice defense from Dort. Under trailing by 17. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off with the layup.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace, although in every coach's press conference you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantage of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
Boston leading by 17. MP outside. Inside. Here's Queta. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A different look for Oklahoma City. It's the Boston Celtics controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Hey there, everybody. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics. And that's all for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
MP against Dort. MP, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 15-point game. To the inside. And MP with the basket on the assist by Holiday. And it's 13 points for MP.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
Brown against Wiggins. For 3, Holmgren. A three-pointer is right on target. Holmgren's got 6.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Tatum's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. Dort wide open. On the 3 off target.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Trains the three-pointer.
MP stretching out the defense.
Thunder trailing by 17. Wiggins outside. To the middle. And Dort gets it to go. 9 points for Lou Dort.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And when you rank stretch bigs, you have to place Porzingis toward the top of that list. This guy is a pure shooter at 7'3".
Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen on Tatum. Holmgren can't hit. Boston leading by 18. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Brown with it, covered by Wiggins. To the paint. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Alex Caruso. It's taken away by Wallace. On the floor for Boston. They've got MP. Porzingis is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point. Boston's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. And the basket by MP.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Joe on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Boston leading by 19. Right side Tatum. It's taken away by Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And yes, it's good.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Celtics shooting 59% up to this point. They're looking for great shots, and they're hitting them.
And that's just a risky play to make a heave like that. Not worth it.
Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Williams passes to Joe. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Joe's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Thunder.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 12 points here in the second half.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Tatum. Dort passes to Williams. Back to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Holiday. Celtics leading by 17. Pass to Tatum. MP outside. Now here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Williams. The three from Tatum. The Thunder pull it in.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Celtics have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Caruso. Fires the three, and the three ball is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Craig. Busted. No good that time either.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Back to Joe. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wiggins is subbed in for Isaiah Joe.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Boston.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jones comes in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the Thunder making a change here. Joe's checked in. And so Jones nails both of them. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MP left side. For 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
3 points.
MP's got 32 points in the game.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And he gets the bucket. 36 points for MP.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
It's good from long range.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Hey, who's watching them?
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.